but I can't make the water flow. Can't make the water flow. Behind the curtain, over the wall, there's always someone sees whatever you do. You're never alone, though you think you are. There's a sailor watching us, doesn't think we'll stay afloat, scared of water. I can try to row your boat, but I can't make the water flow. 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 Can't make the water flow.
What was it like painting in front of such a growing number of onlookers?
I do believe in last year I'm a journalist for the Pembrokeshire coming to the gallery, and I said, okay, I will do that for you when you take the picture. And she go, oh, you are a poser. And I say, well, I like playing music. I'm like a mixture of a performance. I like to do performance for people. And because art at the end of the day is about to communicate with people. I mean, through music or singing or dancing. Also, painting is very visual. It's not point to be in your little studio in a little tower doing your little clever picture. Nobody will enjoy them. But remember, I come from a very social and political country, where the people they are is what make the country. And then I used to grow when I used to study my teenager school, how you call it here, high school. And I used to go to the radio station and give an interview and be the spokesman for my school, doing teacher and propaganda. Long live the revolution, long live Castro, and go in public celebration and do mural, big face of Che Guevara. And the revolution encouraged the people to be in touch with the community. And the artists have got a very important role for the community. And for me, I just take a pleasure to, especially children, you see how children walking around the picture and desperate to touch and asking questions. And I do believe I have this as a part of my life who is very kind of preaching social idea and to interact with the community, especially young people.
what was the theme of the mural that day?
I think when they saw that I'm an Afro-Caribbean, and Cubans mainly a mixture of three cultures, Red Indian, Spanish, and African, plus other Jews and Chinese. But the major component of the Cuban culture is Afro, Spanish in the Caribbean. And maybe the idea was how to represent this part of Afro-Caribbean, and I choose a theme, like a collage of religious and political figures, like the image of Che Guevara, the image of Jesus Christ, symbol of Africa writing and symbolism to do with the three major religions, iconography in the Cuban, and you can see in people's doors and in the street, and what happened with the visual iconography of the Cuban culture in general.
Is live art something that you do fairly regularly?
Yeah, I enjoy. I mean, it has been the next day after the mural we do in the Victorian Art Museum. We went to Trafalgar Square. Trafalgar Square. And I do a lot of working with the community in Pembrokeshire, where I have go, for example, on the library half of West, I have for 3 days I have go 45 children every hour, and we do a big massive mural, and instead to go to an easel class or live drawing, it's like a hand-on. We cover the whole floor in paper, and everybody have a go with me and building a big picture. It's part to have an experience or hand-on painting rather than go to learning how to paint. And I am more interested in learning how you could express your feeling through painting without the big worry that I will learn how Picasso painting. I just learning to take out my energy and my ideas. And in the process you will maybe learning how to paint, but that's not the important part. The important part is the communication between people doing something together. Thank you very much, Frida.
Thank you, Raul. Thank you.
On behalf of the Dean and Chapter, a very warm welcome to all of you to this building. In fact, this is in one sense a historic occasion because it's among the last exhibition, not the very last one, before this building is transformed once again from what it has been over the last 6.5 centuries. It was started, of course, as the chapel to St Mary's College, which was on the north side of us. Then it became an open ruin for several hundred years. Then it became this 60s box, which it is now, and soon will be transformed by the insertion of a mezzanine from the late autumn of next year onwards for the next 18 months. But there will be, it's one of the things we have insisted, there will be space both for art and craft exhibitions. Now, I'm particularly pleased to be able to open the exhibition this evening because I remember, was it 8 years ago? I was in the cathedral leaning on a Saturday afternoon on Edmund Tudor, which I do every so often. He's the tomb, as you know, right in front of the high altar, Henry VII's father. And who should come up but Peter Daniels and Raul and Helen. That's where I first met them. So it's a very, very great privilege for me to be able perhaps to welcome you formally after 8 years to the St David's Peninsula, but especially to this exhibition. But there's a second reason I'm extremely glad as well. As you know, we've done a fair amount of work on the inside of the cathedral building over the last few years. And one of the things we had to do was to move the 1931 carved rood by Nathaniel Hitch for about 18 months while the open case was enhanced. And I was determined really that as it is such a fine piece, that it wasn't going to be locked away in some glory hole and forgotten. We actually put it on the south wall of the nave aisle so everybody could see it. And if you look around you, you can see it's actually inspired Raul. I'm very, very pleased indeed that that happened, because I had enough stick for moving him in the first place, but there we are. It's nice to know that it's had a positive effect. And therefore, can I declare this exhibition open?